Hello again. I just wanted to share with you real quick what you can do with the blank button cards, if you have any, after you remove the buttons from the cards, like this. I was lucky enough to run across a lady that had a whole bunch of them, and I love buttons, and I've used so many, as you can see. I've taken them off their cards, and I had a lot of these blank cards. So I decided to, some of these are done, some aren't. I decided to alter them so I can use them in journals. And most of them are kind of like, you know, your vintage looks instead of vintage cards. Use some of the Tim Holtz little cutout people, die cut people. And so far, this one's going in a journal. So I actually had covered like the back because I was covering up the UPC code. Added some sari silk. Some of them I just added some ribbon. Some I added muslin, hand-torn pieces to them. Some of them you wouldn't have to add really anything to the back because you could write on that if they wanted to. Or if you're gluing them into a book too, because I sometimes will do that. So, which is another reason why I don't want to alter the backs too much yet, because I might be gluing them in. But I like to leave certain things exposed, like numbers. I haven't really embellished this one at all, as you can see, but you know, I'll probably leave some of the numbers and words visible, like, you know, 80 cents. I like to leave those types of things open when I'm embellishing them. So some of the ones that are done would be like these, this one, and you know, of course I can add words and things like that too, or my own little numbers. This is actually this 655. It was off another card that was in pretty bad shape because I have some cards that I had pulled off to the side that they were kind of in bad shape, but I use, you know, little things off of them. Like I would use these, maybe, you know, your 10 cents here. So that's kind of why I kept these. And, you know, some of the digital prints that I've purchased from people. That was a digital print, and then I just put a little, I had purchased these stamps and added that. This one's not quite done. Like made in Japan. There's one that says Portugal, Italy. So those ones I hate to cover up. But yeah, so, you know, and then I add the grommets, and so you can do all types of things with them, but it's a great way, once again, to use up your scraps. I have a ton of scraps because I've been trying to organize better, and came across all my scraps and thought, you know what, I need to use it up, you know, all of them. I have paper scraps, fabric scraps, so and it's kind of a fun little project to sit and do just these little things. And every so often I pull these out and I work on them. So it's not like I did these all in one night. Most of them I think I just used the vintage photo distress ink and a lot of my scraps. Sometimes when I'm done with projects, I throw what I didn't use into a box, and then when I'm doing the next project, I try to use what's in that box in that project if I can. Same way with all these little tidbits, so I don't have to put them all away. I just throw them in this little container, and I try to use the things out of here before I delve into my personal stash and pull out more things. But anyway, so that gives you another idea of what you can do with the scraps. And if you have any of these button cards, or you see button cards and you buy a few, and then, I mean, most people probably can figure that out. You just make some tags with them. But it's a way to use up your scraps again. So there's another idea. I looked online to try to find other ideas and really didn't come up with much, so I just kind of went with this. So I hope it inspires you, and you know, you can make some for yourself. Thanks for stopping by and watching my video. Have a good night.